Hi, thanks for coming back. Thanks for coming to this YouTube video. So in this video, I'm going to take my stab at my review and reaction. I just completed Horizon Forbidden West on easy. Sorry if that bothers you, but I'm a struggling player. My coordination is a little bit dampered and stuff like that. But my reaction to the game sort of reads like a book with the dialogue. You feel like you're reading books. Obviously, some parts of your adventuring reveal more parts of the dialogue, but the dialogue sure reads like a book. In the beginning, when Silence was bringing you to Hades, I went searching around trying to find clues because I knew that Aloy was being too gullible and just sort of trusted in Silence a little bit too much. So I looked for clues where I could sort of change the direction of the story, where she finds a clue about Silence and you don't have to go through the Hades and reintegrate into that sort of part of the story, but you have to go through and then you get open up to the Tanakh and stuff like that. I had fun in the game. I'm not really into the melee. I really just used the long distance bow quite a bit, with the braced shot quite a bit. I didn't triple notch. I didn't use the other close combat skills. I didn't use a lot of hunters, but in the beginning I was using a lot of stealth and first strike, so you can attack the enemies and stuff like that. Using first strike, get the points, get the goods on easy. Sorry, but then I learned more about the different shots. It wasn't so much into the stealth shot where I give you a close up. Wasn't much into the double shot for the long distance bow, but I was really into the braced bow. Even sometimes on close combat and stuff like that, I was using the delta quite a bit. I upgraded it to max as much as I could, using the map and the enemies and the upgrades and the tool bench and stuff like that. I didn't care too much for the story, to be honest. I just enjoyed getting out there hunting the machines. I kind of enjoyed the red foliage for stealth advantage, but I found myself getting to the higher point and because she's right-handed, I think she pulls with her right hand, putting a rock to my left, and it's just sort of popping out, going back in, popping out, coming back in. I also got the legendary, was it Forge Tell or something like that? I didn't quite enjoy it, although I did use it for the end boss. Sorry for the spoiler. And it seemed to work quite a bit. I didn't quite use a lot of the other weapons, although I had fun. I tried to experiment. I didn't really use the blast gun. I like the blast sling quite a bit for getting up high and just throwing havoc on an enemy that can't climb to your vantage point. I kind of wish in the next games that they open it up a little bit more, where you're able to go longer with your distance and not rely on the red foliage as much, but rely more on height and your right-handedness. So having some sort of rock outcropping to your left and just poking out to your right, taking a shot and going back in. I kind of hope that in the fewer game, or in the next games, that they bring other wild animals, so like bears, real elephants. So we're still in North America, so bears, wolves, cougars, where they're more of a predator, not so much the birds and the boars and some of the fish and stuff like that, where they might hunt you and it takes more to put them down, and it takes more skill because the bears and the wolves and the cougars or the mountain lions can use their senses, their sniffing senses, to hunt you, or use their senses to hunt you, and so you can't always rely on the red foliage. Yeah, so kind of hope that in the future games you open up the stealth and open up areas of direct hits, not so much the elementals, things like that. But I think I would probably give this game an 8 out of 10 because I really enjoyed the views, the ease of movement, the stealth abilities, and the long distance shooting for sure. So I sort of like the hunting, so 8 out of 10 is my final verdict. Alright, thanks.